Do you want to know how you can raise your vibration and tune into a more positive reality? I've got 5 tips for you up next. Hey guys, Sarah here with Gaia Glows, and today I want to talk about raising your vibrational frequency. Now, for any of you who are unfamiliar with this concept, basically you are made of energy, I am made of energy, this pillow is made of energy, everything is made of energy on a quantum level, and it's just vibrating at different frequencies. And as you raise your vibrational frequency, you will tune into a more positive reality. And on the flip side, as you lower your vibrational frequency, you tune into a more negative reality. So financial problems, abundance, illness, health, depression, and happiness. So I've got 5 tips for you that I've put together that I think are the most impactful, although they're not the only ones that can raise your vibration, okay? So tip number 1 is be conscious of your thoughts. Now, if you are in a really negative headspace and you're constantly thinking everything sucks and the world is a terrible place and I hate everything and that kind of stuff, you're lowering your vibrational frequency and you're just tuning into basically that reality. If you think the world sucks, guess what? It's going to suck for you. So if you, on the flip side, are thinking positive thoughts, positive loving thoughts, you're going to be raising your vibrational frequency. And I know that this is easier said than done. If you are in a negative headspace, it is a challenge to snap out of that and start thinking more positive, loving thoughts. But it is possible. Go on YouTube, look up positive affirmations, and you can listen to those, while you're doing the dishes or the laundry or just whatever, cleaning the house, doing your thing, on your way to work. Listen to positive affirmations. Try to think positive thoughts first thing in the morning when you wake up, and first thing, the last thing you do before you go to bed too. So you wake up in the morning and, okay, today is going to be a great day. The world is a beautiful place. It's abundant, and so on. And same thing before you go to bed. Thank you for the opportunity to be living this life and for the lessons that I'm learning, and so on. Okay, just try to think more positive thoughts so that you can tune into that more positive reality. And then tip number 2 is be conscious of your actions. And for the same reasons as your thoughts, you don't want to be a nasty person because you're just going to be tuning into a nasty reality, right? So if you're a bully at school, or if you are picking on other people, or you're saying nasty things to people, or if you're just, just being a nasty person, you're gonna get that back in reality, okay? And if you're a nice person, you're the one that's more service to others than service to self. You're the one that helps the little old lady carry her groceries. You're just doing nice things. You're a nice person. You are going to be tuning into a more positive reality, okay? And tip number 3 is be conscious of who you surround yourself with. If you understand this concept that you are an energetic being and I'm an energetic being, then you can also understand that this fleshy human body is not everything that's going on, okay? There's this human body, and then there's my energetic body, which actually extends out past my human body quite significantly. So if I'm around negative, angry, depressed, violent sort of people, I'm gonna absorb some of that energy. Like, you don't see that happening, but it is, because their energy is coming into your energetic body and you're going to absorb some of that. And so you don't have to be mean about it when you're disassociating yourself from these people, and you probably don't even want to explain this because they're not going to understand it really in the headspace that they're in. But if there are people that are just in a really bad headspace, and they don't even have to be like bad people, like, beating other people up and stuff like that. They might just be actually severely depressed. But it's still, they're in that space and they're giving off that energy. And if you're around it quite a lot, you will start to absorb it, especially if you're empathic. You'll notice this. You walk into a room with a bunch of people that are vibrating at a lower frequency, you will notice it. You will feel it. And it doesn't feel good, okay? So just start to be conscious of that and spend a little less time around people that are negative in any way, shape, or form, either being negative or thinking negative or whatever. And if you do have to put yourself into situations like that, say if you have to go to work, for example, and you're working in an industry where there's people that are vibrating at these lower frequencies, just make sure you're doing a lot of personal work. So when you go home, make sure you're, watch a Disney movie or like just meditate or smudge or whatever it is you need to do to get that negative energy off of you and bring yourself back up, okay? And so tip number 4 is be conscious of what you consume visually. So again, you're bringing these things into yourself and you will become these things. So if you are always watching extremely violent, horrific horror movies or films, if you are playing violent video games, if you are watching the news is terrible, you guys. It is constantly filled with violence and terror and just like the sky is falling and everything's terrible, and you are watching this, you're consuming it, you are going to start thinking this way, you are going to start feeling this way. It's not good, okay? So go watch a Disney movie, go watch a comedy, better yet, turn it off altogether. Go out and go for a walk, look at the beautiful trees, look and admire Mother Earth, and just be consuming positive images, not all this negative stuff. And the news, please keep in mind also, and I will talk about this in a different video because it's too long of a topic to cover here, but it is bought and paid for, you guys. It is the messages that are coming through that television are messages that someone wants you to see, okay? And it is in someone's or some people's best interest for you to be living in a constant state of fear and anxiety. So don't buy it. Turn it off. Go do your own research, okay? Stop consuming these violent, negative images, okay? And so tip number 5 kind of falls along the same lines, and it's be careful of what you consume. And now I'm talking about food, okay? Because if everything is energetic, everything is made of energy, and you are consuming certain types of energy, you're going to be absorbing that into your energetic body. So let's take, for example, this apple. This apple was grown organically, so it wasn't destructive to Mother Earth or to the people working in those environments or to the people that consume it at the end of the day. It was grown by workers that were treated fairly, so those workers are happy and they're putting positive, loving energy into this food throughout its growth cycle. And then this food was picked when it was ripe, not just like go, 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 profit, profit, profit. It was allowed to grow naturally through its growth cycle and in good conditions and by happy workers. This is a very high vibrational piece of food. And now you are going to consume this high vibrational energy, okay? And so you're raising your frequency, your vibrational frequency. So on the flip side of this, let's say you're about to consume a dead animal. And that dead animal was raised in a factory farm setting where it never got to spend time with its mother or its family. It was living in a constant state of fear and anxiety and was slaughtered violently and painfully. And now you are consuming that energy that is embedded not only in a dead carcass, it's dead. This is living, okay? So you've got a dead carcass that has all of this negative energy in it, and you are consuming that you're putting that in your energetic body. So what do you think you're going to get out of that? you are going to get the pain, the anxiety, the fear, all of that. You're consuming it and you will become it. You will be lowering your vibrational frequency and just tuning into a more negative reality. And also, please remember that if you go and beat someone else up, it's just the same as if you pay someone else to beat someone else up, okay? So if you kill someone or pay someone to kill someone or an animal, it is the same. It is the same violent act. And those violent actions are only going to get you violence in return. You do not get peace from violence, and you do not get love from hate. And you can be raising your own vibration for purely selfish reasons, like that you want happiness and abundance and health and wellness. But there's a really beautiful side of this, and that is that because you're made of energy and I'm made of energy, and on a quantum level, we're all actually one, okay? This idea of us all being separate is purely an illusion. On a quantum level, we're all one, okay? And so by you raising your vibration, you raise the vibration of us all. And of course, if you lower your vibration, you lower the vibration of us all. So next time you're seeing or hearing that the world is such a terrible, awful place, do some personal work, because you can make it better just by you becoming a better person, a more positive, loving person. Anyways, I hope that that was helpful. And like I said in the beginning, there are a ton of other ways that you can be raising your vibrational frequency. And I would love to hear some of your ideas in the comments below. I think it would be great to get some dialogue going on about this. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope that you all have a really fantastic day, and I wish you the best of luck on your journeys.